In today's training and educational video, I am going to be talking about the collapse of the US dollar and why it's coming, or why I believe it has started. Also, I'm going to be talking about why the good news for unemployed people and the unemployed benefits of what happened in the past and what's moving forward for the stimulus package moving forward. Also, Tesla stock soars and what that actually means for Tesla stock. And also there's a big lesson when it comes to Tesla that I want to share with you. Also, I want to share with you that thousands in Silicon Valley are in danger of eviction. You see, we have here that the fear of the jumbo mortgages, a debacle is here as well too. And also, we've got unemployed tenants about jobs. And they don't even want to go. What do they want to do? They just want to smoke weed every day. Also, Coca-Cola plans to cut zombie companies as well too. We're going to be talking about the velocity of money and why that is big for inflation. We're going to be talking about the crypto fear index and why the US banks now can hold crypto. And we're also going to be looking at Bitcoin as well. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here, and in today's video I'm going to start off with the US dollar. We're looking at the US dollar right now, and with all the printing of the money and with what you'll see within today's update and today's trading, you'll be able to see that there's more printing coming. The stimulus packages, not only is there going to be stimulus packages for everyone, right? Companies, everyone out there is going to be getting unemployed or a stimulus package when it comes to that. It all originally started off last year when they started buying the auto industry, like there's a whole big massive defaults with the auto industry. It all started with that last year, and it's just been a cascading effect. So the deficit right now is going to explode even more. So the US dollar, where we are right now, we are just starting to break below significant support levels. And if I bring up my weekly charts, this is just the start, I believe, of the collapse of the US dollar, because they're just going to keep printing more and more money. So the devalue of the currency is likely to continue. So the US dollar is in big trouble. And you'll see the reason why I believe that and what's coming moving forward. Moving over to the market watch, and the extra $600 in unemployment benefits gave people a real lifetime, Trump says. So we're doing it again. Yeah, no problem, Trump, no problem. Everyone that earns all their really hard-earned money and they pay all their taxes, and don't worry, it's okay. Let's just print more money and let's actually then just cut taxes at the exact same time. You can see here, so we're doing it again, but in smaller increments. Failing to extend the $600 in unemployment benefits would be the economic equivalent to reopening the economy too soon. See guys, this has got to be something moving forward. There's going to be a massive shift. He's actually Donald Trump has been cutting interest rates or cutting tax rates a lot. What's likely to happen moving forward is we're probably likely to start to raise taxes again. Like, how are they going to start paying for the stimulus packages? Like, let's just keep cutting taxes and let's actually just keep just buying everything out and just keep helping people out there. So this is going to be one big thing here. Stimulus package is helping you right now, guys, but I'm telling you that, especially the big companies out there, I believe there's going to be massive tax hikes when it comes to that. Also, Tesla stock soars more than 5% after company report surprises Q2 profits, on track for the S&P 500. So the really interesting thing that I find about Tesla, and let's go have a look at Tesla here right now. Let's actually bring up Tesla here, and this is the Tesla stock looking at right now on the daily charts, and Tesla has been in a massive move to the upside. Now, the really interesting thing about Tesla is that probably for the last couple of years, it's been the most shorted company out there. So many people out there, even one of the guys from The Big Short was shorting Tesla, and he's just like, yeah, I'm short Tesla. I think it's something like $20 million or $20 billion of short interest in Tesla right now. But Elon Musk, he just comes out and just keeps smacking those shorts over the head. Also coming over from Market Watch, thousands in Silicon Valley in danger of eviction as end of California. as the end of what's happening here. So here's a really interesting thing. Look at this here. This is the really interesting. let me zoom in on this, more than 43,000 households in the heart of Silicon Valley face eviction. Really? Silicon Valley, the heart of the tech companies are exploding right now. They're making, I think Microsoft just came out for a really big profit as well too in the next few months, even as local technology companies valuations soar. Hang on a minute. So they soar and now they're still making cuts? Not only in the past did they borrow cheap money to buy back their stock to keep it up, but now they're actually cutting people because of that. That's absolutely crazy. Now, on top of all of that, we can see here the feared jumbo mortgage debacle is here, thanks to the coronavirus. You can see here the coronavirus pandemic is squeezing borrowers' ability to stay in their homes. So this is what's happening right now, and it's going to get more and more and more worse as they can't help everyone, and as they stop the stimulus packages, as they start to slow things down moving forward. What's likely to happen, especially 2021? I believe 2021 is going to be a really bad year. I believe Donald Trump and everyone out there, the powers that be, is going to do whatever they can to try to get Trump elected again. And then 2021 is going to be a bad year for the housing market, I believe. And also it's going to be really bad for banks, right? Because banks are not even getting paid right now. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. CEO, you can't get your $54 billion package today of the bank. You know what, CEO? You just have to settle for a $5 million bonus package this year. Not your $5 billion that you promised last year, but you only have to settle for $5 million. Also coming over from, we can see here from the Market Watch once again, I told my unemployed tenant about jobs. He said they don't pay enough and sits at home and smokes weed every day. This is a really big issue. Now he wants a discount. So not only does he not want to go to work because he's actually earning so much money from the government, but now he also wants a discount on his rent. This is really, really, really bad. Like, the government's come out here to try to help people, but now this is going to be turning into a really, because now people don't even want to work. It's like, why would I work when I'm earning another $900 a week more, or whatever the stimulus package is? Why would I do that for? And so this is creating one big, massive havoc in the market right now, because you have all these people who did get fired. Now they're getting paid more to sit at home and, as you can see, smoke weed. And now what's happening is that what actually happens when they stop getting that money? What happens over the next 6 months when that money stops for them and they have to go back to work for 50%? They're going to be pissed. Also, Coca-Cola plans to cut zombie brands from its portfolio. What is zombie brands even doing on the stock exchange right now? Doesn't that sound crazy? Now, for you guys that don't know what zombie brands are, they're companies that don't make zero profit. They make no profits. They're actually massively in debt, but yet they're just on the stock exchange. That doesn't make sense to me. It just absolutely doesn't make sense to me. And Coca-Cola plans to cut zombies from its portfolio. It's like, what is zombie companies even doing in there? And so this has actually been something that's been happening over the last 12 months or more, is more and more and more zombie companies out there have been flooding the markets, and people out there are just buying it and buying it and buying it. It's like, no, these companies are going to go down the toilet. Get out of these companies that are zombie brands, especially if you're long-term investing. Also, moving over to the velocity of money. And as you can see, the velocity of money, which simply means how much the money is actually circulating out there in the world right now. You can see how it's been going down and down and down and down and down and down. This is one of the reasons why you see that as the velocity of money has been dropping down, the government has had to do this with the printing of money to try to keep this up. So they've had to print more and more money over the last couple of decades. And so they're trying to print more money because the velocity of money's been going down, because it's not changing hands as rapidly as they want to. Now, the really dangerous thing where massive inflation is likely to happen this decade is when the government prints more and more and more, and more stimulus happens, and more things happen out there, and things and then suddenly all the people that have got money, who's been savings accounts been exploding lately. What's going to happen when you have all this currency in the system, and then the velocity of money starts to pick up like this? Oh my goodness. That's when you're going to start to see massive inflation, because not only is all the currency still in the system, but now people out there say, you know what, we're good to go. We don't need to save any more money. The baby boomers and people that have been saving money, we're good to go. We've got a really good Nasdaq. Now they're going to start to go out there, and the currency of this thing is going to explode. And what's going to happen is the government, at a certain point in time, is, especially what's happening right now with the whole food inflation that's happening right now, there will come a point in time where the government is going to put a stop into that, because they're going to try to slow the inflation down. So they're going to say, you know what, temporarily we're going to put a freeze on housing, or on foods, and prices skyrocketing, because they're going to try and keep a lid on the inflation. But by that time, it's going to be too late. Why? Because they would have already flooded the system with too much currency. Velocity of money's picking up. So even if they do freeze it, it's going to be really, really, really devastating thing for people out there. And again, guys, we're already starting to see the inflation of that. And not only that, but for housing and all that sort of stuff, it's just going to absolutely just get a lot worse. So inflation is going to start to pick up, especially when we start to see this velocity of money pick up. Moving over to the crypto fear and greed index here, and you can see how it's been pretty much neutral here right now as of the 22nd of July, as I'm doing this recording for you. You can see it's been pretty neutral right now. But the really interesting thing is that the US banks can now hold crypto. Isn't that interesting? It was only like 10 years ago that people were like, oh, crypto, Bitcoin, and all this sort of stuff. It's like, and the banks didn't want everything to do it. It's like, oh, it's a foreign thing, right? It's a black market and all this sort of stuff. Even Jordan Belfort, right, is coming out saying, don't touch crypto, don't touch Bitcoin. And so what's happening right now is that now banks can hold crypto. I'm telling you right now, guys, that we are, as the government continues to print more money, and they keep devaluing and collapsing the currency, the world currency, which is the US dollar, we are leading more and more and more to a digital currency. It's already happening right now, right? We're seeing like they're not, I think it's like a $100 note. They're not doing $100 notes anymore, or you can't do cash purchases over $10,000, and all this sort of stuff out there that's actually slowing things down with the currency out there, and now they're actually going to start to move forward to more cryptos. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be Bitcoin, and this is the Bitcoin chart here right now. We can see Bitcoin's been doing nothing for quite some time. If I go to the weekly charts, we can see here that this is actually quite a bullish move. And if we start on this weekly chart, if we start to get back above this 10,000 here, then we're probably going to start to move back up to 14, up to around that 14,000 level here. So I truly believe that a one world digital currency is coming. A new world order is happening right now with the rise of China right now, and it's just this decade is going to be completely different to the last decade that we've seen. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Do you agree with some things that I've said today? What do you think? What do you think about the housing market right now, and tenants being sitting at home, and the velocity of money and the inflation? That's why probably silver and gold is going to benefit from that as well too. Leave a comment below, smash that like button, and also let me know, what is your number one investment right now? What are you personally looking forward to when you're investing right now? Are you investing long-term in cryptos? Are you investing long-term in stocks? Or are you trading? What is your number one thing that you're actively investing in to do that right now? So smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. And also, guys, I'm running a bit of a flash sale, a $7 trading course flash sale. Just make sure you head on down to johnsflashsale.com. That is johnsflashsale.com. I'm only running it for, I think it's only got a few hours left from doing this video. I'm going to put it up there. So if you go there, and it's not $7 anymore, that means the flash sale was over, and it's over. So I'm only running it for a very short period of time. Go to johnsflashsale.com, grab that $7 trading course, and start to use it today and start to benefit your life today.